So it is estimated that at some point in life, at least each one of us is going to encounter a narcissist. If you come to think of it, it's very scary because for the most of us who have been there, who have seen these people, who have been with them, who have lived with them, it is something we don't wish for anyone who wants to live their lives in peace. We do not wish that thing to happen to anybody. Doesn't matter who you are, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a person who has not met a narcissist, for the most of us who have been there, we wish that you'll never see one in your entire life for as long as you live. Now, the world has always had a different perception of narcissists. People have got their own opinions. You know what I mean? So when it came to narcissists, I know these are toxic, individuals, psychopaths, and whatever, sociopaths. People have got their own opinions and perspectives. So sometimes you will see the psychology or the medical teams where they will usually talk about something like a personality disorder. You know what I mean? Now, of course, in my early days of awakening, it is one of the things I had. So that was a personality disorder. You know what I mean? But I knew that there was something missing. I knew that there was something missing because when I started to compare the two, the so-called personality disorder and the people that I was dealing with, I noticed there was something missing. You know what I mean? As a person who has gone through narcissistic abuse, I know it's the only time you will ever see the devil in human form. I'll repeat this one more time. If you have met a narcissist, you have actually met the devil in human form. A lot of you guys think that when you're talking about the devil, you're going to see a lot of these guys who are wearing some, black clothes and gowns, and they're moving around like, no, 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 no. The narcissist is the devil in human form. A narcissist is a person who cannot love themselves. Not only can they love themselves, they can also not love anyone. So they are incapable of love. So for the most of the times, when we meet these kind of individuals, sometimes we want to believe, you want to have that thing, that feeling that you have made someone nice. You know what I mean? At least you have made someone nice. You're going to start a new relationship, friendship or things like that. But the more you continue to be with that kind of individual, those narcissists. Now, in this video, I'll talk about the narcissists, but we can go on and ahead and talk about different types of toxic individuals, maybe psychopaths or maybe sociopaths. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of you guys think that these narcissists, they just come out of the blue. You think that they just fell from the sky somewhere and they just appeared in your life by some chance, by some reason. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The narcissist knew who you were. The narcissist knew who you were, and we're not talking about on a very physical level. We're not talking about the physical person. We're not talking about the narcissist in the physical form. Most of these narcissists, if you look at their mission very carefully, for a lot of you empaths, you can concur with me. If you look at their mission and you examine their mission very carefully, you're going to see that these narcissists, they target a very specific group of people. And this is why I want you guys to listen very closely. These individuals, they target a very particular group of people. They target people who are nice and kind, soft, empathic. They will not target their own, So they know their own, you know what I mean? So those people, it's like when you're talking about friendships and relationships, you will not see the narcissists going out with their own. They are not going to go with another narcissist. They may sometimes do it. But that thing, whatever it is, relationship or friendship, is going to be extremely toxic, whereby it is going to actually cause a very massive explosion between the two of them. Because two demons cannot date each other. You understand me? And you're going to realize that the narcissist, when they're in your life, there is only one mission they have got with you. But before that mission comes into play, the mission that they came into your life, which is to destroy you, we already know that. Before that mission comes into action, they need first of all to get close to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I've engaged narcissists so many times. Pre-awakening and post-awakening, I've engaged narcissists. I continue to engage them most of the times. They keep on coming every now and then. But at this moment in time, I am protected because when they come along, I will usually know who they are and what they're after. You know what I mean? So I have got that power to take care of myself and to protect myself. So I know my boundaries. When I sniff those kind of demons, I'll put them in their own place immediately. So I'm protected at this moment. But I've continued to engage these individuals. These individuals, these narcissists, they are following the light. If you're an empath, I want you to listen to me. Now, you know, in my videos, I usually like to talk about the spiritual aspect of narcissism. Because when you continue to engage these medics and science and everything, this psychological part of you're going to get lost. You're going to completely get lost and you'll never get to the bottom of the truth. Let me tell you something. I've continued to see these narcissists along my journey, even after post-awakening, post-awakening. And there is one mission they want. Always these individuals when they come. But you see now, at this moment, I know how to play along. So because when you engage them, you will see these individuals, they're up to something very important. They're up to something. There is something they want to do. If you're a person who has awakened, you realize these individuals, they have got an agenda. Any moment they pop up in your life, they have not popped up in your life by coincidence. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. These individuals, wherever they meet you, if you know that a person with good intentions, you have got a pure heart and a pure soul, your spirit and your mission on this planet is very dangerous for these demons. They know that whatever it is God sent you here to do, it is a very big mission. You have got a very big purpose on this planet, and that's the reason why they are continuously coming towards your way. But you see, when they come to you post-awakening, especially when you have finally figured out that, okay, so you have awakened to this narcissism and you understand what it is, you will realize that these individuals, when they come into your life, they have got a mission. I saw this with the greater narcissist when I was dating with the greater narcissist in those days, back in the days. I realized that this particular person had a mission. They know on the spiritual level who you are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that for the most of you guys who understand spirituality, if you don't understand what spirituality is, I can relate with you as well. But for the most of you guys who are in the spiritual world, you already know that we are spiritual beings having the human experience. The very moment you understand that is when your life is going to change, because now you're going to understand all the events that have happened in your life and are most likely to happen in your life in the future. You'll also understand that there is very good spirits, pure souls, there's earth angels, and then there's demons. So the two of those are two forces on the opposite side of the spectrum. And those are the two people who are always on a constant fight. So they are constantly fighting with each other spiritually. They may sometimes do it physically, but most of the times there are two forces fighting between each other. The good forces against the bad forces. So the demons against the angels. The reason why these individuals don't like earth angels is because they know that your mission is to awaken the masses. First of all, when there's an earth angel in the vicinity, I'm talking about the awakened earth angel. Most of the times you are going to recognize evil. So when you recognize evil, you're able to warn the people who are out there. You know what I mean? You're able to warn the people that are out there and tell them, listen, there is these people, they are called so and so, you need to protect yourself, you need to help you need to guard yourself. So you are here as a light to warn the masses against evil. So those demons, that's why they are targeting you, because of the mission that you have got on this planet. So this whole encounter with the narcissist, it has already been premeditated many, many years ago. Even probably as soon as you popped into this world, these people, they knew who you were. They already knew who you were, and they already knew what mission have you got on this planet. So if you have been having a narcissistic parent, most of the cases, you guys were the black sheep, you already know what I'm talking about. The narcissistic parent has already attacked you from the moment you popped up from your mother's womb, out of your mother's womb. That's when your own parent started attacking you straight away. So if they were into like this kind of witchcraft, those kind of games, black magic, they might even have started going to work straight away. They are already afraid and scared of your mission. So they have been attacking you ever since you was a kid. Black sheep, scapegoats, attacks after attacks. All your life, scapegoated all your life, you know. Because the demons, this devil, the devil, they use the people that are closest to you. Most of the times, if they cannot reach you, they are going to use your family members to attack you. If they cannot reach you, they are going to use your girlfriends and your boyfriends. And that is when you guys ended up with the narcissist. So this whole thing has been premeditated spiritually. In the spiritual realm, those individuals, they gravitated towards you because they have been sent. They needed the vessel. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The narcissist is the demon's vessel. The demons, those devils, they needed the vessel to operate. Spiritually, they cannot operate, so they needed a vessel to operate. And they had to use those individuals, the narcissists and those psychopaths, to get into your life. So you do not think about all these things they're talking about, narcissism and everything. Everything is a coincidence. There's no coincidence in this universe. There is no thing such as coincidence on this planet. Everything has been spiritually premeditated before it happens. So there were some of those narcissists who came actually to teach you some lessons and to wake you up. Because me personally, I don't believe that if I didn't meet the narcissist, I would have awakened. I don't believe so. So sometimes I say, okay, this was an experience I went through, but I thank God for that experience because that experience woke me up to a magnitude that I've never seen before. So you're going to realize as a person who is awakened, an empath, an awakened empath, that on this planet there is angels, earth angels, and then there's demons. But there is no other way you're going to experience demonic activity on this matrix unless you have met a full-blown narcissist. That's when you're going to know the devil in human form. So the reason why you see us a lot of times we are trying to give you information to protect you, to help you to protect yourselves, is because sometimes God how to use his warriors to go through this abuse, experiences and see it firsthand with our own eyes. Nobody was supposed to tell us these things. We had to experience these things with our own eyes. Then now we would be able to know what exactly to tell you, so that you can be able to help and to protect yourself, even to protect your own families. Because these individuals, let me tell you something. Until now, I do not know why narcissists are not in therapy. I do not understand this. I do not know why narcissists, until now, they are not locked up in psychiatric hospitals. Why is the victims the ones being hospitalized and institutionalized? Why are the narcissists walking free? They are everywhere walking free. There's nobody touching them. Nobody's even talking about them. You know what I mean? It is the victims of abuse that are ending up either they are dead or sometimes they have been hospitalized. They are in mental institutions. They have gone berserk. When you're dealing with the narcissist, ladies and gentlemen, if you're dealing with something that is spiritual, it can cause your brain to be damaged, sometimes even permanently if you're not careful. If you don't get immediate help, those demons, they will injure your brain and damage your brain permanently. So those are the guys you hear most of the times. A lot of times when you go to these psychiatric hospitals, mental institutions, you're going to find a lot of empaths there. Very, very good people. If you go to those shelters, people who are homeless, you're going to see a lot of these empaths. I want you to go close to the people who are under addictions, those drug addicts. I'm not saying always the case, but most of the cases. Go and look very close to those people. Go to the prisons and look at the people that are in prison. Go to the institutions, mental institutions, go to the psychiatric hospitals. You're going to see a lot of empaths. Very, very beautiful people with very good souls. And your first question will be, how did these people end up here? You're talking to them and you're seeing that these people, they're very nice, very good hearts. And they're going to explain something has most probably happened to them, and that thing happened to be involved with a narcissist. A very, very toxic person. Maybe they were beaten, sometimes they were tortured mentally or physically. There has got to be something. Sometimes you're seeing a lot of people, these people who are turning up dead. They will say, they will talk about suicide, they will talk about this. You know what I mean? Even celebrities, including celebrities, you will see them sometimes they're committing suicide because they have decided to take their own life because they have been involved with these vampires. But the media does not talk about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, for me, I'm about to tell you something that most of the times, if you rely on this mainstream media and all these kind of things you hear in the news, you hear in the medical schools, in your churches, you're going to get lost. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get lost for nothing because most of the times, the only way to get the truth is when you think for yourself. You're supposed to think for yourself. Do you know the reason as to why a lot of people, until now, they are struggling to heal? You know, so many people have been in this abuse. Many, many times, many of them have been in abuse. They are still struggling to heal simply because they are still thinking that they were dealing with a personality disorder. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment I figured out who a narcissist was, the moment I figured out who these demons was, in that moment I started to heal. Immediately when I figured out these were demons, that is when I started to heal. I felt like this was a bond breaking. The bond was breaking straight away. When I figured out that I was under demonic attacks, I felt something jump out of my chest. It was like a bond that had been holding me for a very long period of time. That is the immediate moment that that thing jumped out of the chest. Because you see, the thing is, when these demons are attacking you, you are not supposed to know. You are not supposed to know what they are doing because there's a lot of spiritual activity happening in the background. So you're not supposed to know what they are doing. But the very moment you catch up on them or you awaken and you figure them out, you know that these are demons. That's when they are going to detach from you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to me, awakening empaths. I'm going to repeat this one more time. The narcissist is a demonic vessel. You are not supposed to know what they are doing because spiritually you're under attack. The moment you figure out who they are and you catch them in their own game and they find out that you have actually figured out who they are, those demons, who they are. We're not talking about the narcissist as a vessel. You figure out those demons, who they are, and you catch up on their games. That is the moment you're going to start breaking those chains because these are demonic chains. You're going to feel a very big relief. You're going to feel like there is something breaking out of your chest because they have been holding you hostage unconsciously. So they've been holding you hostage by force. You are not supposed to know what they are doing and you're not supposed to know who they are. But the very moment you figure out who they are, that's when you're going to break those bonds, those so-called trauma bonds. I call them soul ties, but the psychology will talk about trauma bonds. It is the moment when you're going to break out of those trauma bonds because the demons have been holding you hostage by force. You are supposed to be a slave to those demons and you are supposed to bow down to their feet. Is the reason as to why you see when you're with those narcissists, most of the times they will start talking about things that are very bizarre. You know what I mean? They'll be asking you to do things that are very bizarre, things you can never even imagine in your own head. You know, whether it is sexually, whether it is something they're going to do physically, they are going to ask you to do things that actually bring you down to your feet, to their feet. You know, so they want you to kiss their feet. You know, that is who a narcissist is. They want you to kiss their feet because they know who you are. They know that you are the earth angel. So when they are actually making you to kiss their feet, they are now believing that they are more powerful because if they can make an earth angel to kiss their feet, that means that they're capable of everything. They can do everything and get away with it. So is the whole idea of this narcissistic activity, you have got to kiss their feet. You are supposed to worship them. So they have to make you to worship them. Is the mission of those narcissists. They need to make you to worship them so that they can feel very powerful. Me, I will say this again and again. Ladies and gentlemen, the very moment people start to wake up. So recently I saw on my videos, on my channel. So there was a video I put out recently. On that video, I saw 1,000 views. And then after like 2 hours, 3 hours, I went back to check on the video. I saw there were 60 views, 600 views. Now, for the most of us who are awakened, we know that everything is an illusion. All these other things are illusion. Everything outside there is a complete illusion. So sometimes you will see these people, they are going to use a lot of people to attack you. They will attack what you're doing. I've been attacked so many times on my channel. You know what I mean? I've been seeing people coming around and they start to tell me a lot of bullshit. Yesterday, I saw something on my TikTok page. Somebody said that, oh, fucking hell, you're a narcissist. You know, somebody wrote on my page, TikTok page, that I'm a narcissist. You know, so sometimes those people, they are going to come around and they are going to make you question your sanity. So they are going to make you think that actually you're crazy. You are a narcissist. You are this and you are that, and because they are running away from shame. They're running away from shame and they're running away from exposure. So they always want to make sure that they make you believe that you're the one with the problem. So most of the times, most of us, the archangels who are putting out information there, enlightenment and helping people, freeing people from bondage. So sometimes we see these attacks. We're not really bothered about them because we know where they're coming from. But they happen all the time. You know what I mean? So sometimes those demons, when they know that they cannot attack you, most of the time they're going to leave you alone. You know what I mean? So the moment they realize that they cannot attack you, you are too awakened to be attacked. And you're too aware of everything to be attacked, most of the time they're going to run away. Because they like to feed off of people who are sleeping, who are still asleep. So they do not want us to come and wake you up. You understand what I mean? Is the reason as to why you see a lot of channels which are bringing out the truth. If you come online and you see a lot of these individuals, the star seeds, the chosen ones, the archangels who are bringing out the truth, a lot of times you're going to see these channels, they are being what do they call that word? Um, what is that word? You know, there's something they do. You guys have to remind me in the comment section below. There's something they do to, is it like the filter or what do they call? There's a word they use. I've forgotten the word. They sometimes try to block those channels, or sometimes when you put out a lot of truth, they're going to go around and delete your channel. Or sometimes they don't delete it. They will block the channel, or sometimes they will delete the video. You know what I mean? They don't want the information to get out there because the truth in this moment is coming out. There's a lot of truth. You know, guys, let me tell you something. Over the years, people have been made to believe that narcissism is a personality disorder. You know what I mean? Over the years, that's what people knew. Over the years, that's what people have been told. It is a lie that has been sold to people, billions of people all over the world. But a few archangels are waking up because God has allowed us to see the truth of who a narcissist is. And now, most of the times, we are coming out to tell you guys that, listen, guys, you can forget about that. You're a person that wants to heal. You're going around in those cases of personality disorders. Healing will take you a lot of time. It is going to take you a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. You want to know who a narcissist is, ladies and gentlemen, you talk to the survivors. They are going to bring to you information that you've never had anywhere else. You will not hear it in schools. They will not write about it in books. You will not hear it from the churches, because even sometimes those churches, they have got a lot of pastors who are the narcissists themselves. So these vampires, ladies and gentlemen, they are everywhere. And I just want to let you know in these videos that on this earth, on this planet, there is walking archangels and there's also walking demons. But both spirits, they are using normal people, vessels, to do that. So God will use his angels to do his work, and the demon will also use some agents to do their work. And it is a battle which has been going on for ages. Even in the Bible, you have seen a lot of these narcissists. They used to kill their children, they kill their wives, they kill their husbands. They've been everywhere. You know, these Jezebels, they have been everywhere doing the devil's work. But fortunately, we are awakened. We are ready to help you guys out there to understand what this thing is and how to deal with it and how to protect yourself and get away from it. You know what I mean? Because in whichever way you want to call it, it is spiritual warfare that is going on. It has been going on, it is going on, and it is continuously going on. Because you know why? A lot of these narcissists, energy vampires. They cannot be incarcerated. They cannot be institutionalized. They cannot be hospitalized because they have got work to do. You know what I mean? But we have also got work to do, so we are going to counter them wherever they are. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my video for today. I hope something makes sense in this video. If anything does, of course, let us know your views in the comment section below. You may always book a session with me if you want to. And until then, it's been lovely to have you guys on board. If you would like to donate or support my channel, you can always use the links in the comment section, in the description section below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.